It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's Landry now on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. They go play action. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's got room. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards on the ground. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kevin Pierre-Louis, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 36 yards on the play. Mayfield on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Allen's throw is complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, 53 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mayfield on play action. Over the middle to Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield got the connection here to Bourne. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, You only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands, meaning if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
A final shot before half for Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we're a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On play action, Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They run with Breida, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They run forward Breida, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Check. Mayfield to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield with it once more. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 37 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man, Ty Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 59 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills draw a bit closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake, rolling to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Flush to his right, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early, so that'll back him up 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night, and the Bills have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
First and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.